Rolling Thunder is honored to be here to participate in the Prisoner of War Missing in Action Recognition Day ceremony. I would like to start with our portion of the ceremony with reading the Rolling Thunder mission statement. The major function of Rolling Thunder Incorporated is to publicize the POW-MIA issues, to educate the public that many American prisoner of wars were left behind after all past wars, and to help correct the past and protect the future veterans from being left behind should they become prisoner of war or missing in action. We are also committed to helping American veterans from all wars. Rolling Thunder is a nonprofit organization, and everyone donates his or her time because they believe in the POW-MIA issue. Per our mission statement, the main mission of Rolling Thunder is to bring awareness to the public that we still have war fighters that have went off to battle and yet to return home. Rolling Thunder Indiana Chapter 1 uses several tools to help bring awareness to the public. Some of these tools include the roll call ceremony, the Indiana POW-MIA license plate, POW-MIA flag raising ceremony, POW-MIA Chair of Honor displays, and the Missing Man Table ceremony. Today we are honored to perform the Missing Man Table ceremony. The Missing Man Table ceremony is our way of recognizing those who remain missing. The items on the table represents various aspects of the courageous men that answered our nation's highest calling and have yet to return home from the battlefield, so we remember them. I call your attention to this special table. This special table is in honor of those American heroes that went off to war, but yet to return home. They may be still lying on the battlefield, or they may be in the hands of our enemy. We don't know. They're unaccounted for. Their remains have not been recovered. Their whereabouts are unknown, and their fate is yet to be determined. These American heroes are prisoners of war and missing in action. We call them brothers. They are not able to be with their loved ones, so we join together to pay humble tribute to them and to bear witness to their continued absence. The table is a physical symbol of the 82,000 American service members that are still listed as unaccounted for nationwide since World War II. Indiana alone has 1,577 MIAs from World War II, 173 from the Korean War, and 50 from the Vietnam War. The covers for each service will now be placed on the table. We also place a cover on the table in honor of our missing civilians. Representing the United States Army is David Craig. Indiana still has 416 soldiers listed as unaccounted for since World War II. Representing the United States Marine Corps is Larry Painter. Indiana still has 71 Marines listed as unaccounted for since World War II. Representing the United States Navy is Jeff Thatcher. Indiana still has 683 sailors listed as unaccounted for since World War II. Representing the United States Army Air Corps and United States Air Force is Ed Newbill. Indiana still has 560 airmen listed as unaccounted for since World War II, 528 from the United States Army Air Corps, and 32 from the United States Air Force. Representing the United States Coast Guard is Greg Thompson. Indiana still has 7 Coast Guardsmen listed as unaccounted for since World War II. Representing this civilian is Alex Borelli. Indiana has 1 civilian still listed as unaccounted for. George C. Miller was an Air American pilot whose DC-4 crashed on March the 12th, 1975 in South Vietnam. Mr. Miller is the only civilian from Indiana still listed as unaccounted for from the Vietnam War. The honor guard team will now be dismissed. Before Donna explains the setting on the table, I would like for you to picture in your mind sitting around a family dining table with an empty chair that a loved one would normally occupy during a family meal. Imagine what goes through the minds of the family members as they look at that empty chair. Is he still lying on the battlefield? Is he being held against his will? Where is he? We don't know. Only God knows. He is missing because he took the oath to defend this great nation and paid the ultimate price for our freedom. We Americans must never forget that freedom is not free. Please turn your attention to the mezzanine table while Don explains the meaning of the special table and the items on it.
The table is set for 6. The empty chairs represent the American service members who are still unaccounted for from each branch of service: Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and civilians. The tablecloth. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The red rose. The single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the blood they shed in sacrifice to ensure the freedom of our beloved United States of America and their loved ones and friends who keep the faith while seeking answers. The ribbon. The red ribbon symbolizes our continued determination to account for our missing. The lemon. The slice of lemon on the plate is to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured or missing in a foreign land. The salt. The salt on the plate symbolizes the tears endured by those missing and their families who seek answers. The candle. The lighted candle reflects our hope for their return, alive or dead. The Bible. The Bible represents the strength gained through faith in our country, founded as one nation under God, to sustain those lost from our midst. The Bible is turned to John 15:13, which reads, "There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends." The glass. The glass is inverted, symbolizing their inability to share a toast. The chairs. The chairs are empty. They are not here in body, but they are here in spirit. Remember.
Let us not forget the sacrifice and hardships that our POWs and MIAs have endured in the defense of our freedom, and the sacrifice and hardships that our military service members endure every day in defense of this great nation. Let us not forget the family members of our POWs and MIAs, for they are still waiting for closure. We must continue to remind our leaders to never stop searching for our service members that are still listed as unaccounted for from all wars. They took the oath to defend this great nation and were promised not to be left on fallen soil. We must ensure that promise is upheld. All Americans never forget the brave men and women who answered our nation's call and served the cause of freedom. Please join me in a moment of silence in honor of our nation's POWs and MIAs. To our former POWs, veterans, and those still serving, I want to thank you for your service and sacrifice to this great country. May God bless the United States of America and our armed forces that keep us free. Thank you.